All right. Test.
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 Iconic pop culture property that's also celebrating 30 years, Nick, that you mentioned off camera here. So
we've only done this 3 years.
Yes. Well, we've done it 3 years. We're not quite at 30 just yet. But
right.
Nick, something else is celebrating 30 years. That's one of your favorite things of all time. What is that?
Correct.
Sir?
That is the
Dick's
Mighty
been around
Morphin
long.
Power Rangers.
Yes.
This week, I believe it was Tuesday, marked the 30-year anniversary of the premiere of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers back in 1993. So I know that was way after, you guys' interest in that kind of thing, but for kids in the 90s...
Brian was in his mid-60s at that point.
Yeah,
that's right. But for kids in the 90s at the time, and there was just nothing cooler. I mean, there's really no thing that better demonstrates my childhood to me than the Power Rangers was it. That was the ultimate. That was, the ultimate thing. I was into a lot of different things. I liked, different sports and wrestling and different other shows and comic book heroes, but Power Rangers was this thing that burst onto the scene that was brand new, that was aimed for kids. And I mean, to this day, it's my favorite thing in the world. Like, I just love it. Like, it's still, posted a bunch of pictures that I found of me because I follow a lot of the original Power Rangers actors and actresses on Instagram, and they're all posting things and their own personal photos of, them and, while they were traveling and, doing media for the show and all of them hanging out together. So I'm like, shit, I know I've got albums of like pictures of me and Power Rangers stuff. And, as I'm going through, it's really like hitting me to where it was so cool to see these old pictures of me and all these costumes and getting to meet different people from the Power Rangers. And then like, I'm looking through my phone as I'm scrolling through and I'm finding pictures of my kids in my old Power Rangers costumes or playing with my Power Rangers figures or when we went to see the movie, just things like that. So it's been a really cool thing to pass on to my kids and have that thing that they enjoy that I used to enjoy because it was the whole world to me when I was a little kid. And so it's really cool to see that kind of carry on. There's a lot of things that people get nostalgic about, things that we grew up with. And as time goes on, I think, especially my generation, I don't want to say we didn't grow up, but we're the generation now that, they're adults now more than ever buying toys for themselves as adults. Mm-hmm. We have this, we feel like, I mean, much as we all have, we've all discussed before how we all feel like we grew up in, the best generation or the best time. And, now that my generation is and has been adults for some time, stuff like that, turning 30 years old is, it ages you, but it's really cool as well. Like it's really cool to see. Why is that?
Back in the day, it's called a midlife crisis. Back in the day, older people could afford cars. Now we're so fucking poor. All we can afford is action figures to feed that midlife crisis.
I don't gotta buy new ones. I still got my original ones from when I was a kid. Look at that. Yeah.
Nice.
But no, it was very cool to celebrate 30 years of the Power Rangers. And like I said before, when I was a kid, it was just the coolest thing in the world. It was the coolest show I had ever seen. The music, the morphing, the colors, the dinosaur robots, the everything was just fucking the coolest shit I've ever seen. And now I love watching it every bit as much as I did
Kimberly
as a kid.
was quite easy on the eyes.
It's the funniest thing in the world. Like the acting, it's silly and the effects and things are so over the top, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know. It's just like anything we talk about with Star Wars or whatever. Like just some things you just got to be like, just enjoy it, have fun with it, and appreciate it for what it is. So happy 30 years to the Power Rangers. Everybody who was a part of that show.
So you watch it differently
meant more
now,
to me than they'll ever know. What's that?
So you watch it differently
it's
now?
Cool. It's actually really cool because there's the one side of my brain that's like, I remember this episode. And I remember, like, Nick Kid brain is still in there to where I'm like, I remember this.
Okay,
Nick adult brain laughs because I'm like, this is so silly.
Right.
Like,
as a kid, you're watching, it going, yeah, fucking beat him up, destroy him. And now you're watching as an adult, you're going, like they smash through a city. You're like, oh my god! I hope all these fucking houses have insurance, and they call Blake Insurance.
Oh, there you go.
Because Blake Insurance is an Erie insurance agency located right here in Barberton, Ohio. They provide auto, home, renters, and business insurance with honesty, decency, and affordability. Erie Insurance is above all else in service. You want to call 234-571-5359 or visit BlakeInsuranceLLC.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And when you do, tell them that these idiot rangers told you.
Yeah, mighty like stupid morphin idiots.
Stupid idiot morphin morons. Yeah, tell them we sent you.
I got more.
You almost had it. Yeah. You almost had
it. So close. I'm going to cry later.
Very good. Nice tribute, Nick, to the Power Rangers.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for
Did you just see that shit? If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. Come back. You're going to want to.